Inside the door of Lasalle, the image makers in Scranton, is a shop filled with vibrant memories.
It's like a trip down memory lane, right?
Liberace had one. Elvis Presley had one.
Not just in the antiques that fill every nook and cranny.
Because people would come in for clothes, and then they'd start looking at all these antiques, and then they would leave hours later and forget why they even came in.
But of the man who spent nearly every day of his 96 years in this very place.
It was sort of like Mayberry RFD. It was a gathering place for his friends. So he'd be down there sewing and they'd bring coffee.
Leo D'Angelo was a legend in the garment industry whose personality was as vibrant as his suits.
You would always see him in orange and purple and lavender and you know, so he loved bright colors. And when somebody wanted to come in for a black suit, he wasn't really happy. He said, no, you have to wear something brighter than this.
He added so much color to the lives of everyone he met, including his 4 kids who grew up in the shop and his son Leo Jr., who worked by his side.
And I measured the people, and I'd take them downstairs, and he'd make sure I did it right.
Through the years, Leo's talent in fashion shined far beyond Scranton.
Here's some of the uniforms.
And he has quite the list of clientele to show for it.
And when you travel with the Yankees, you have to have a suit, so they just came here.
Names like Jeter and Rodriguez.
Even Judge was here, and he had a hard time walking, hitting the lights. That's how tall he was.
To Marilyn Monroe.
The very pegged pencil pants, gray pants, her very first pair of pants.
His style even catching the attention of royalty, Queen Elizabeth herself.
And lo and behold, comes in a letter from the Windsor Castle.
But the most important woman he ever dressed was his wife of 73 years.
That's where they met, in my dad's factory.
While the world is now a little more gray without Leo D'Angelo in it.
People were coming through the viewing, and everybody was opening up their coats and showing us the Lasalle label on the inside. Oh, I got this suit from your dad. I got this suit from your dad.
Scranton will continue to remain vibrant through the memories Leo leaves behind.
If we ever did anything, it got any recognition, he was so proud. But in the same token, we were so proud of him that, he was recognized for so much that he did for this community.
Melissa Steininger, Newswatch 16, Scranton.